Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome once again to the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep, and I welcome all of you to the next session of Tuesday's DI Mantra. So, friends, a grand welcome to all of you. Now, we are just left with 20 days to CAT, and you all must be experiencing a good time as far as the sessions we are giving on BYJU'S Exam Prep YouTube channel are concerned. Now, in this Tuesday's DI Mantra, like every Tuesday, I appear in front of you. So we are taking popular questions from CAT's previous year question papers, and today it's the turn of questions of graphs from LRDI section. If all of you are following my previous sessions, then I am sure that you must be learning a few things in these sessions. So friends, today's DI mantra is on DI questions which are based on different types of graphs. So for this session, basically, I have I have handpicked some questions, some sets from LRDI sections of actual CAT papers, and these sets are based on different types of graphs. All right. Now, for this session, I have picked two questions, two sets from CAT 2019. Yes, my dear friends, the actual paper of CAT 2019. I have picked two sets. Each of these sets has 4 questions each. So I'll be teaching you how to basically handle these type of different graphs. Okay. Now, the first set, like I mentioned, it's from LIDI section of CAT 2019. So friends, let's start with this one. All right. So let's start with this session. Let me first of all see how many participants are there. Yes. So Mohammed Naban, good evening. Payal, good evening. Welcome to both of you in this session. The number of students are increasing in this session. So gradually people will start joining, but will not waste time and will have a look at this set. Okay. Now friends, this set I'll be presenting you on 2 different pages. So on first page, the entire directions will be given, and on the second page, the graph will be given. Now this particular graph is basically called a spider chart or hexagonal chart or the radar chart. Fine, you can call like this particular chart by any of the names. So let's start with this session, set number 1 for today, LRDI actual CAT 2019 question. So the first question on your screen, Pratik, Pratibha, Anish, good evening to all of you. Okay, so friends, without wasting a lot of time, let's have a look at the first set for the day. Now these are the directions. It says that, so I'll quickly give you a glimpse of the chart. So this is a hexagonal chart or a spider chart. So this is the chart that we are talking about. Okay, so let's read the directions first of all. Now it says that 5 vendors are being considered for a service. The evaluation committee evaluated each vendor on 6 aspects. Now these aspects are cost, customer service, feature, quality, reach, and reliability. Now each of these evaluations are on the scale of 0 to 100, 0 being worst and 100 being perfect. The evaluation score on these aspects are shown in the chart that is on the next screen. Okay, so we'll be picking up values of these scores on all the 6 parameters for the different vendors. So in total, we have 5 vendors and there are 6 aspects on which these are evaluated. The scale will be minimum 0, maximum 100. Okay, so let's look at this chart quickly. Now this is a chart given to you. At the top of the chart, the index is mentioned. So for vendor 1, it is a dotted line in purple color like this. Okay, and different line graphs for different vendors are given. All right. So for example, let's say if I am looking for the value of vendor 1 on reach. So vendor 1 is purple dotted line and reach is this chart. So this value comes to this point. Okay, I have marked with the red color. Now how to read these values? Now you can see different hexagons, concentric hexagons which are drawn in this case. Okay, now the innermost hexagon, this value is 10, then 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 is our value that we have to pick, and the outermost hexagon is 90. So there are 9 hexagons which they have drawn, and you'll have to just pick the value In the similar manner, you pick the values in case of line charts. Now in line charts, we have 2 axes. In this case, we have a total of 6 axes. All right. So let's start picking up these values. So I hope all of you now understand how to pick these values. So if I'll talk about vendor 1. So vendor 1 in case of reliability will fall at this point, which is just above 50. So you will write it as 52 or 53. You may pick any one of these values. So vendor 1, 53 in reliability, 80 in terms of reach. Okay. Now in terms of quality, so this is the inner circle as compared to 80. So 70 and just more than 70. So you can say 71 or 72. All right. So quality will be 72. This point. Then for features, it is this point. So 10, 20, 30, 40. So 40 on features for vendor 1, right? Then customer service, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So just above 55, or you can say that between 50 and 60. So I can call it 55. Okay. And finally for cost, vendor 1 will have just less than 80. Okay. So just less than 80, you can call it 75 or 76. Okay. It is not exactly in the middle of 80 and 70. So I can keep it at 76. All right. So likewise, I'll first of all draw the table for all these 5 vendors and write their values for all the 6 parameters on which they are evaluated. Okay. So let us make a blank table. So I have made a blank table for all of us, and let's write all these values. So all of you with me, you can help me in writing these values. So for vendor 1, I have already mentioned some of the values, right? So for vendor 1, reliability, I'll start from reliability, then reach, then quality, then feature, then customer service, and then cost. Okay. So let me write all these values. You can also mention these values in the chat box for vendor 1. Okay. Fine. So let's quickly finish this table off, and then the things will be very easy for us. The life will be simple for us as far as this question is concerned. Okay. So let's write the values for vendor 1. So vendor 1, dotted purple line. So vendor 1 for reliability, it is 52. For reach, it is 80. For quality, 71. Then 40. Then 55. Okay. And then it is 75 or 76. Doesn't matter at all. Okay. So अभी देखेंगे जहां पे भी बहुत ज्यादा close call होगा, then we'll take a decision if it is required as per the question. Right? Okay. Now let's talk about vendor 2, which is this type of line from this chart. So for reliability, it is 40. For reach, 40, 50, above 55, so 57 or 58. So I can write it as 58. Any of the suggestions? Yes. So Mohammed Nabhan, you are asking, do we need to pick values for 5 vendors like cost and so on? Yes. So I'll be writing the values for all these 5 vendors on all the 6 parameters here. Okay. Right, Nabhan? Okay, fine. So I'm finishing off with vendor 2. So vendor 2 for quality, it is just below 70. All right. So I'll write 69. Then for features, it is this number, that is between 40 and 50. So I'll write it as 45. For customer service, it is above 40. Okay, so it will be around 41 or 42. And for last factor, it is exactly on 80. Okay, so I'll write this as 80. So vendor 2 is also over. Now quickly talk about vendor 3. It is a black bold line. All right. So for reliability, it is between 70 and 80. I'll call it 75. Quickly writing these values. Just above 60. So it is 63. Then It is converging a little bit, so I'll call it 62. You can also write it as 61 or 63, will not make a big difference. Next value is exactly between 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 50 and 60 के बीच में है, so 55. Next value is exactly on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50. And the last value is cost, which is exactly on 90. Okay, fine. Now vendor 3, yellow bold line between 20 and 30, I'll call it 25, or you may write 26. For next value, it is yellow 10, 20, 30, 40, between 40 and 50, so 45. Next value is exactly on 40. The next value is the extreme value, that is 90. Next value is 70, and the last value is again 70. Okay, so easy to pick for vendor 4. Fine. Now, yes, so Pratibha, thank you for mentioning, thank you for taking participation. Wonderful. Now finally for vendor 5, it is 60, 70, I'll mention them, 60, 70, then just below 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just below 50, that is 49, we can write it, or 48 भी लिख सकते हैं, ठीक है? Then this value is below 80, between 70 and 80, half से थोड़ा कम है, तो मैं 74, 75 mention कर देता हूं. Then next value is this one, below 30, so we may write it as 28 or 27, and finally this value, so it is 60. All right, so this is the completion of table. Now definitely we will be taking 3 to 4 minutes to finish this table, right? So there are 5 vendors. अगर आप हर एक vendor पे let's say 30 to 40 seconds भी spend करते हो, so you will not take more than 3 minutes to finish off with this table. So if I'll consider taking complete 4 minutes to build this table, then after spending 4 minutes, you will not spend more than 30 seconds on each of the questions. So these 4 questions can be taken care of in around 6 to 7 minutes in CAT, right? So CAT also allows us around 2 minutes on an average for every question. Obviously सारे question attempt नहीं करने, you have to be selective, but you should not be leaving this type of easy sitter question. Okay, so this is the table. So let's finalize this table. So I have finalized this table for all of you. All right, so let's look at all the questions. Now Pratibha, Madhu, Nabhan, all of you are here, so I want each and every one to be answering these questions with me. Okay, so please help me in finding the answers. The table will appear with each and every question. Okay, the table will appear with each and every question. So let's start with question number 1. So question number 1 is asking, on which aspect is the median score of the 5 vendors the least? Now median, now we should be knowing the median, the basic meaning of median. Okay, now median is basically the middle value when all the numbers are arranged in increasing order or decreasing order. All right, so if I'll consider all these parameters separately, on which aspect is the median score of the 5 vendors the least? Okay, so I will check for all these parameters separately. Okay, so for reliability, what is the median? For reliability, what is the median? Come on, what is the median for reliability? Yes, anyone? So middle value 25 is the smallest, 40 is the next value, so 52 I can say is the median for reliability. Okay, fine. Second parameter, what will be the median here? Now 80, 58, 63, 45 and 70, these are the 5 values. So 45 is the least, 58 is the next one, all right, and the middle value will be 63. For quality, 71, 69, 62, 40 and 49. So 40 and 49 are the lowest values, so 62 will be the median. For feature, 40, 45, 55, 90 and 74. So 90 and 74 are the top two values. 40 and 45 are the bottom two values. So 55 will be the median. For customer service, 55, 42, 50, 70 and 28. So 28 lowest value, 42 is the next lowest. Okay, and 50 will be the median. And for cost, 60, 70, yes, 76 is the middle value. All right. So now can you tell me which of these medians is the least? So out of these medians that I have marked, the least value is 50, and that is for customer service, and which is option A. So correct answer for this question will be option A. All right. Am I clear? So table was in front of us. We just looked at the middle value for each and every case and we got the answer. Right? Let's move on to the second question. It says a vendor's final score is the average of their scores on all 6 parameters. Vendor's final score is the average of their scores on all the 6 parameters. So which vendor has the highest final score? Now guys, do we actually need to calculate the average? This is what we have to understand. So what if I'll calculate the sum? So basically the formula for average is sum divided by number of terms. So if I look at for vendor 1, the average will be the sum of these 6 parameters divided by 6. Now for each vendor, I'll have to divide it by 6. So there is no need to divide it by 6. The vendor which will be having the highest sum will have the highest average. Okay, fine. So we'll just quickly calculate the sum for each of these vendors, and whosoever has the highest sum will have the highest average and hence the highest final score. Okay, fine. No, Vicky, highest and lowest average will lie in, no, will not be taking highest and lowest. Reason being, these numbers will not be in arithmetic progression. So if the numbers are in arithmetic progression, then you can take the average of the highest and the lowest values. That will give you the average of the entire term. Okay, fine. So we'll not be looking at the highest and the lowest value. We'll just look at the sum of these numbers. We'll not divide it by 6 because in every case we'll have to divide it by 6. We'll save some time. So for vendor 1, let's calculate the sum. So 50 and 80, 130, 200, 240, 290 and 360, 371, 372 and 374. So 374 is the sum for vendor 1. Okay. Yes, will not calculate it for vendor 5 because vendor 5 option mein nahi hai. Definitely. Okay. Right. Good, Pratibha. Now for vendor 2, 90, 150, 190, 230 and 310, 317. So definitely this is less than 374. So I'll not check for vendor 2 because approximately this is around 320. Okay, so I'll be saving some time, right? 7 and 6, 130, 190, 240, 240 and 50, 290 and 380. 380 से बहुत ज़्यादा है ये, so 380 plus I will write it. And for vendor 4, 25 and 45 is 70, 70 and 210, 340 is the value. So definitely the sum is maximum for vendor 3. I'll not be checking for vendor 5 because it is absent from the options. Okay, so maximum sum is for vendor 3. So vendor 3 will be the answer. Option A is the correct one. Right? Good. So Shubhendu, Mohammed, Vicky, Nikunj, wonderful. Wonderful for the participation. All right. Now let's move on to the next question. Question number 3. List of all the vendors who are among the top 2 scorers on maximum number of parameters. All right. Now top 2 scorers on the parameters. So for first parameter, which are the top 2 scores? I'll mark them. 75 and 60. These are the top 2 scores. Okay. The same thing I'll be doing for each and every parameter. So for second parameter, 80 and 70 are the top two. So we have to find out the list of all the vendors who are among the top two scorers on the maximum number of aspects. For quality, top two are 71 and 69. For features, top two are 90 and 74. For customer service, top two are 70 and 55. And for cost, the top two are 90 and 80. All right. Now, vendor 1 is among top 2 in 3 parameters. Vendor 2 is in top 2 in 2 parameters. Vendor 3 in 2 parameters. Vendor 4 in 2 parameters. And vendor 5 in 3 parameters. Okay. So list all the vendors who are among the top 2 scorers on the maximum number of parameters. So I'll be considering vendor 1 and vendor 5 who are in top 2 in 3 parameters. So vendor 1 and vendor 5, option A will be the correct answer. Am I clear to each and every one of you? Yes, Shubhendu, answer is option A. Vanya, good. Option A is the correct answer. Lovely, all of you. Next question, the last one for this set. List of all the vendors, now careful. List of all the vendors who are among the top 3 vendors on all 6 aspects. Top 3. अभी मैंने टॉप 2 मार्क किया था, अब टॉप 3 मार्क करने हैं. Who are among the top 3 vendors on all 6 aspects? Okay, so top 3 जल्दी जल्दी मार्क करते हैं. 75, 60 and 52, 80, 70 and 63. For quality, it is 71, 69 and 62. For features, it will be 90, 74 and 55. For customer service, it will be 70, 55 and 50. And for cost, it will be 90, 80 and 76. A list of all the vendors who are among the top 3 vendors in all 6 aspects. Yes, what will be your answer? On all 6 aspects, it's not V1, it's not V2, it's V3, it's not V4, it's not V5. So only V3 is among the top 3 in all the 6 aspects. Okay, so answer will be vendor 3, that is option D in this case. All right, so Greek God, Vicky, Shubhendu, Nikunj, Nikunj, answer will be option D, not vendor 1 and vendor 3, but only vendor 3, right? Wonderful, Archana, for the participation. Great. Lovely, all of you. So these are 4 questions, and believe me, this was actual set of CAT 2019. Yes, the word-to-word copied set of CAT 2019 LRDI section. And can you get an easier question than this? No. So 4 questions, maximum 6 minutes, over. All right. So free ke marks hai, grab them. Now let's look at the next set. Before moving on to the next set, please, if you are liking this session, please do press the like button. Do comment something in the comment section. Share this session with your friends and subscribe our YouTube channel. All right. Okay. Now let's move on to the second set for the day. So again, this second set I have picked from same LRDI section of CAT 2019. So another set for the picking. Okay. So let's have a look at this set. Now the entire information as well as the chart will be displayed on a single screen. And this is the chart in front of you. So this is a triangular chart, a typical question of data interpretation. Have a look at it. Try to solve this. So read all the information. So first of all, talking about the triangular chart. So there are 2 triangular charts. One is for revenue and one is for cost. Okay. Now, if I look at revenue, there are 3 years which are mentioned. 2016 with a blue line, 2017 with orange line, and 2018 with a green line. Same is for the cost. The data for 3 years is mentioned. Now, going up to the triangular chart, in this triangle, there are 3 axes: clothing, produce, and electronics. Okay. So for clothing, produce and electronics, for the years 2016, 17 and 18, the percentage revenues are given. The similar thing is given for the cost, for clothing, produce and electronics, okay, for the 3 years 16, 17 and 18. So this is my understanding for this triangular chart. Okay. No, Vicky, it was a different slot. But ठीक है. So different slot में था ये वाला. Yes, Gokul, picking up the right set is very, very important in CAT. All right. So it is of utmost importance in case of LRDI section. Quant में अगर हम एक question गलत भी pick कर लेते हैं, it will waste maximum 2 or 3 minutes. But if we'll end up picking a wrong set in data interpretation, it will end up wasting minimum 4 to 5 minutes. Okay. So it is very important. Okay, fine. So let's talk about this set. So first of all, I'll not look at the information given below. I'll just make a simplified table. I'll just make a simplified table using this triangular charts. Okay, so this is the table that I have made, a blank table for all of us. Okay, so a blank table is in front of us. Now, first of all, let us slowly understand how to pick values in this chart. Okay. Now, if I'll talk about the year 2016 for clothing, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 triangles. The similar way in the previous question, there were 6 hexagons. Now there are 5 triangles. The values are 10% and last one is 50%. So the values will be 10%, 20%, 30%, 40% and the last triangle will be 50%. All right. Okay. Now, considering the revenue of 2016, which is represented by blue line in this chart. So, revenue for 2016 clothing is 20%. For produce, it is 30%. And for electronics, it is 50%. So 20%, 30% and 50%. So this is how we'll be picking these values. So total 100% ho gaya? Yes. So 2016, 20%, 30% and 50% respectively. I'll write it on the left hand side separately. Wait. So for 2016, the values for clothing, produce and electronics. Okay. For revenue, I'm not filling the table directly because I want to tell you something. Okay, so there is still a catch here. Now for clothing it is 20%, for produce it is 30%, for electronics it is 50%. Okay, now these percentages are the percentages of the total revenue of 2016. I have no idea about the total revenue of 2016. This was also not given in the data on the previous screen. So what I can do is I can assume the total revenue as 100A. Okay, so that will make the revenues as 20A, 30A and 50A for 2016 for all these 3 departments. All right, so now I'm filling these values 20A, 30A and 50A for these departments. All right, just give me a few seconds. All right, I am back. So for revenue, cloth production and electronics in 2016 are 20A, 30A and 50A. You will understand why I'm taking these variables. Okay. Now I'll go to 2017. 2017 revenue for clothing, produce and electronics. Okay, now 2017 is orange line. So this is 30%, 40% and 30%. Okay, 30%, 40% and 30%. So 30%, 40% and 30%. Now again, I don't know the total revenue for 2017. So I will assume it as 100B. Now you will have to take a different variable because total revenue for 2016 may be different from the total revenue of 2017, right? So I'll assume them as 30B, 40B and 30B. All right. Now this is how I'll be writing all the revenues for 2016, 17 and 18. Okay. So let us finish this table quickly. So for 2016, the revenues are 20A for 2016. Then for produce, it is 30A. And for electronics, it is 50A. For 2017, it is 30, 40 and 30. So 30B, 40B and 30B, right? For 2018, green line, it is 40, 40 and 20. So I'll take another variable 40C, 40C and 20C. I hope all of you are following me. Okay, now Vicky will be reading these clues simultaneously because it will give us the relation between the values of A, B, C. Okay, so Vicky, I'll be reading those values. Don't you worry. All right, now coming to the cost. For cost, I will assume the cost as 100x, 100y and 100z for these years. So for 2016, it will be 30, 40 and 30. So 30x, 40x and 30x. All right. For 2017, the cost 30, 30 and 40. So 30y, 30y and 40y. All right. For 2018, finally, the cost green lines. So 20, 50 and 30. So 20z, 50z and 30z. All right. Am I clear? All of you? Are you all with me? Come on, give me a yes or a no in the chat box if you all are with me. Okay. So let's continue with this. So this is the table that I have made. Okay. Now, Vicky, I'll read that data. I'll read those clues in order to get the relation between A, B, C, X, Y and Z. Okay. So I have finalized this table here. Okay, fine. Now let's move ahead and look at these cues. Okay, now we have 6 variables here: A, B, C, X, Y and Z. Okay, so A, B, C, X, Y and Z. All right, now let's read this extra data that is given. So in this setup, profit is computed as revenue minus cost. That is a very basic way of doing that. Profit is revenue minus cost and profit percentage is profit divided by cost into 100. Again, a very basic thing. It is also known that point number 1, the percentage profit for the store in 2016 was 100%. So point number 1, percentage profit in 2016. So 2016, the percentage profit is 100%. That means the revenue will be double the cost. Now total revenue is 100A and total cost is 100x. All right. Now since the profit percentage is 100%, I can say that the revenue will be double the cost. So can we say that the value of A will be double the value of X? Okay, so A will be equal to twice of X. Yes or no? All right. Now, Vicky, X will not be equal to twice of A. It is the other way around. A has to be twice of X. Do you understand, Vicky? So A will be twice of X, or you can say that A upon X is equal to 2 upon 1. Am I clear? Yes or no? So now in this case, I'll write the relation of A and X. So at the bottom right hand side of your screen, look at it. So if A is 2, then X will be equal to 1. Alright, if A is 2, then X will be equal to 1. Am I clear to all of you? Yes or no? Alright, now look at the second statement. So first statement is over. Okay, now for second statement, I am using the rough work on the top right hand side. The store's revenue doubled from 2016 to 2017. So revenue doubled from 2016 to 2017. 2016 the revenue is 100A and 2017 the revenue is 100B. Alright, so the store's revenue doubled from 2016 to 2017. So now I can say that since the revenue is doubled, the value of B will be double that of the value of A. Yes or no? Okay, so in this case, B will be equal to twice of A. So B upon A will be equal to 2 upon 1. Alright, now the value of A is 2. So if the value of A is 2, the value of B has to be double that value. So I'll put the value of B as 4. Alright, okay, so I've got the relation between A, B and X up till this point. Now let's complete statement number 2. So store's revenue doubled from 2016 to 2017 and its cost doubled from 16 to 18. So cost doubled from 16 to 18. So cost in 2016 was 100x and the cost in 2018 will be 100z. So also now I can say that the value of Z will be double the value of X. Okay, so Z का value X से double होगा. Good Vicky, wonderful. So अगर X 1 है तो Z का value क्या हो जाएगा? It will be equal to 2. Alright, clear? Great. So this is over for statement number 2. Now next is statement number 3. There is no profit from electronics department in 2017. Now 2017 में electronics department से कोई profit नहीं है. So that means the revenue and cost should be equal. So 30B should be equal to 40Y, right? So B upon Y is equal to 4 upon 3. Okay, so if B is 4, then Y will be equal to 3. So if B is 4, then Y will be equal to 3. I have got the value of Y as well, right? Okay, now finally look at the bottom of your screens. Okay, I'm doing the rough work here for statement number 4. So statement number 3 is over. Statement number 4. In 2018, revenue from clothing department. So in 2018, revenue from clothing department, look at the table, was same as the cost in produce department. So 40C is equal to 50Z. So C upon Z is equal to 5 upon 4. Okay, so if Z is 4, then C will be 5. But in the table that we have drawn, the value of Z is 2. So मैं क्या करूंगा, मैं इन सब values को double कर दूंगा. Okay, so let's double all these values. 4, 8, 2, 6 and 4. So now if the value of Z is 4, the value of C is 5. And now these are the final values that you can take for A, B, C, X, Y and Z. Okay. अब guys, ये 4 statements को complete करने में hardly you will take 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, now after 3 to 4 minutes your data is ready and you can straight away move to the questions. So the table at the top of the screen will be important and the respective values or the ratios of A, B, C, X, Y, Z will be important for this one. So let's quickly mark the answers. Okay, let's quickly look at the questions. So I have made the table at the bottom where the values are written in the form of A, B, C, X, Y and Z, and the relation between A, B, C, X, Y, Z is also mentioned in one of the small tables. Alright, so let's look at these questions. What was the profit percentage of the store in 2018? Now for 2018, I need to calculate the profit percentage. So I look at first of all the cost. Now cost for 2018 is 100Z and revenue for 2018 is 100C. Now the value of Z is 4 and the value of C is 5. So Z ka value 4 put kar do, cost will be 400 and value of C is 5, revenue is 500. So we have a profit of 100 over the cost of 400 into 100. So 1 upon 4 वैसे भी calculate कर सकते हैं, it is 25%. So the percentage profit of the store in 2018 is 25%. Absolutely correct. All right. Now moving on to the next question. What was the ratio of revenue generated from produce in 2017? So revenue produce in 2017 to that in 2018. So basically we have to find the ratio of these two numbers. 40 is common. So basically we have to find the ratio of B and C. B is 8 and C is 5. So the ratio will be 8:5. Answer is option A. Cool? Asan questions hai? Right? So Archana, Piyush, Bisht, yes, your answers for the previous questions were absolutely correct. Okay. Now let's move on to the third question. What percentage of total profits for the store in 2016 was from electronics department? So they are talking about 2016. So in 2016, the revenue is 100A. The value of A is 4. So revenue is 400 and the cost is 100X. All right. So that is 200. The value of X is 200. So total profit, I can say that for this year is 200 rupees. Okay. Now they are asking how much of this profit has come from electronics department. So electronics department को अगर हम consider करते हैं, so for electronics department revenue is 50A, that is 50 into 4, 200, and the cost is 30x. Okay, that is 60. So the profit from electronics is equal to 140. Okay, now out of a total profit of 200, profit of 140 rupees came from electronics department. So what is this percentage? 140 upon 200, or you can say that 70%. So 70% of the profits of 2016 came from electronics department. Yes, Vicky, absolutely correct. No, Payal, it is actually an easy question. I am sure that you will also be able to solve these questions when they will appear in CAT. I am sure about this. Last question for the day. What was the approximate difference in profit percentages of the store in 2017 and 2018? So 2017 and 2018 के profits calculate करने हैं and we'll have to find out their difference. Okay. अब थोड़ा सा orally करने की कोशिश करते हैं. Now for 2017, 100Y and 100B. So basically we just need to look at the values of Y and B to calculate the profit percentages. Okay, so Y is the cost, 6 is the cost, and 8 is the revenue. Because in both the cases 100 common will be removed. Okay, so 6 to 8, 6 is the cost, 8 is the revenue. So there is a profit of 2 over 6, that is 1 upon 3, which is 33.33%. Now this is the profit for 2017. This is the profit percentage for 2017. Vicky, absolutely correct. Payal, wonderful. Okay, for 2018, Z and C, these are the two values that I will pick. So Z is 4 and C is 5. So Z is 4, C is 5. So here the profit percentage is equal to 25%. Now the difference between these two values, 33.33 minus 25, it is 8.33. So answer will be 8.33. Closest answer is option C. Shubhendu, answer will be option C. You will have to calculate the difference between the profit percentages. So 33.33 minus 25, answer will be 8.33. That is option C. All right. Am I clear? So friends, that is all about this session of Tuesday's DI Mantra. Now, one more, like my aim, like one more aim for me is for these sessions is basically to give you the correct picture, to give you the correct picture of what type of questions we get in CAT. Okay, so this is the level of difficulty that you get in CAT actually. Yes, so Wiki is all about relieving the stress also. Now it's better like obviously I take very less amount of stress, so it is just because I practice good amount of exercise every morning. So I'll suggest for all of you as well, if you are appearing for CAT this year or maybe the next year, if you can incorporate half an hour of exercise on daily basis, that will be very good for all of you to relieve the stress. All right. So on this note, I'll conclude this session. Please don't forget to press the like button if you have liked this session. Now friends, before I go today, this is the schedule that we follow on daily basis, on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. So right now we are going on with a series which is called Last Lap to CAT 2021. And these sessions are conducted live on daily basis at 7 p.m. Now, further, the other sessions, Strategic Monday, Tuesday's DI Mantra, and so on, are conducted at these timings. Now, this is the detailed information about the last lap to CAT. So, this is basically a complete package of 20 PowerPack sessions, 6 on verbal, 6 on LRDI, and 6 on quant, and there will be 2 strategy sessions. All right. So, you can join these sessions by subscribing to our channel, and you can watch them live on daily basis at 7 p.m. Also, if you have missed some sessions, then you can scroll YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep and you can find all these sessions. Now, these are some details about the batches that we offer for CAT 2022 and CAT 2021. So if you are aspirant for CAT 21, there is a 2-month crash course. Though we are not left with 2 months, but still you can join this batch and you will get all the recordings of the previous sessions. This will be wonderful for the revision of yours. Now you can enroll in one of the special batch, one of the exclusive batch that we have launched for people who are preparing for SNAP, Narsimunji, TestNet, ZAT and IFT. Okay, so this is one of the sessions and I am one of the faculty in this session who is taking the sessions. These are courses for CAT and other MB examinations that we offer on our online classroom program. So these are the complete details for CAT 21 percentile booster course and a complete course for CAT 2022 that we run on our channel. Now the list of experts that we have on our panel, please do like this session. As I said, that's all from my side. Good night to all of you. Vicky, Payal, Pratibha, Piyush, Mohammed. All of you have a nice day. Good luck for CAT. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.